All right, welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I am the president of the Mortgage Calculator. We are a non-delegated correspondent lender that operates a little bit differently. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today so we can talk a little bit more about what makes us special and different. And then after I go through a little bit of an overview, Kyle will take it over. He is our COO. He will show a little back-end demo of how the stuff we're talking about actually works on the back end. And we'll close it off with Jose Gonzalez, our sales manager with 28 years of experience, bringing it all together in the traditional loan officer sense. So let me start by sharing my screen here. And hopefully most of you have joined from this page and checked out a little bit more, but let me explain more about what we mean here on every step. So obviously we are different. We are all about leads and technology. So myself and Kyle, we come from a different background. We're not your traditional bankers. We come from the marketing and technology world and advertising, spending millions of dollars on all the different platforms to generate leads at scale for different businesses. So that is why we've specialized in a system here that provides you guys unlimited free leads powered by our proprietary software, CRM, POS, LOS, all built in together. And of course, we have AI built in as well. So let me talk a little bit more about what we mean here, what makes us different. You'll hear me talk about it a few times here in the presentation, but we are non-delegated correspondent. And since we're not your traditional bankers, we are all about building you guys a platform, the tools to scale your business instantly by plugging into the system that we have built. So whether that's plugging into our company leads, which you'll see in a minute, or just using our software and systems to generate your own self-generated leads at scale from what you're already doing, we want to make sure we're filling your pipeline every day with new opportunities and new leads, especially in this market as we hopefully turn into increasing market here as rates start to drop here. So we want to make sure you guys have your pipelines filled and every piece of work, every activity that you're doing generates more leads from what you're already doing. So how do we do that? You've heard me say a few times about our business model is non-delegated correspondent. So we are approved with over 120 lenders and investors. That means we can do both broker and correspondent, whatever is best for our borrowers. So we built this team, branch, company, whatever you want to call it, and all the different models, FDIC bank, broker, non-del, and del. We found that non-delegate is the best because we can do whatever is best for our borrowers. Typically, that's going to be one of our 5,000 loan programs where we are the lender with our 34 correspondent investors. And that's because it's always going to have the best rates and pricing, even when we're doing the same loan program at the same investor. If we're doing it correspondent, it's always going to beat broker because we're funding the loan with our own funds, using our own law firm to draw docs. All the risk and responsibility that comes with that comes better pricing for the same exact program. So we're always going to have our best options there. If for any reason we can't fund the loan with our own money or don't have access to a specific program, we have over 110 partners for wholesale loans for anything that's outside of the box. So what that means for you guys is we have every loan program imaginable. All the standard stuff, VA, USDA, FHA, Fannie, Freddie, all the standard non-QM, DSCR stuff, our favorite stuff, we fund in-house. Once we start going outside of the box, commercial, fix and flip, ground up construction, mixed use, CDFI, SBA, all the kinds of stuff that's a little bit outside of the norm, we would typically partner with a wholesale lender for those specialty products. So whatever's out there, we want to make sure we have the best outlet for you guys. We also have the AI built in. We call our loan officer assistant Calvin, the AI loan officer assistant, helps you push those files through from start to finish with your conditions and all that kind of good stuff. Now, how do we make this all happen? With our proprietary technology. So we've written every line of code for what you're about to see here. It all starts with our instant lead generating website with AI built in, POS, CRM, LOS. Kyle will show you more of the back end, but you guys can see the front end here. It's software that's built for us, by us. What that really means for you guys, one login for you as LOs, not hundreds of logins, and one login for you for your customers, no matter which investor, lender, outlet you choose. So when we're using our own rates, we pull instant rate quotes for our 5,000 loan programs, and we can automatically requote those customers as the rates go up and down, especially in the market today. It's happening almost every day. The rates going up a little bit, down a little bit. Our customers are informed. And whenever they're ready to make a move, our prospects can instantly flow from just the basics, name, email, phone numbers, all you need to get at first, to pulling their own live rates, completing their own 1003, pulling their own credit, pulling their own liabilities, all into our system there. And the best part is our system is based on Encompass, but you don't have to use Encompass. So 50 API integrations, such as Encompass, where you could log into Encompass, or if you don't like it, you could use the CRM and just click the buttons there. Same thing with Optimal Blue. Don't need to log in there, just click the buttons. Meridian link for credit, click the buttons. Account check, VOE, VOI, VOA, click the buttons. You get the point here. Appraisal works, 5 AMCs, no logins, just click the buttons. So all kinds of different integrations there. Another cool thing we can do is capture website users with no form required. So if your customers are browsing, maybe in the market, they haven't actually filled out a form and said they need a quote, you can still engage with them. You can also plug into our instant business cards, flyers, and social media posting. So once you put your profile picture and all your info in there, we'll automatically start creating your promotions and posting those for you as well to generate new leads for you. We also have our AI built into our dual Oz. So a lot of systems run dual Oz. So does our platform, but we have our AI analysis to compare them side by side to see which will be best for our borrower. And we have our development staff to implement new requests. So if you have anything that's going to help your team, you can request those anytime. We do a new release pretty much every week. Now let's talk about the trainings and support and all the different business models we've had this team. We found that all the different models are typically lacking, especially to support a remote-based environment. So we're all remote-based here, but we want to make sure we're able to get face-to-face and get all of the learning and knowledge at your fingertips at all times. So we have our remote-based learning center, classroom style, open 24/7, 365. You can jump in there, expand your skills, upgrade, get access to different courses and stuff like that. And we do our daily live trainings as a podcast that's open to the public. So hopefully you guys have tuned into some of those. But we do our daily rates live every morning. We do weekly sales trainings to get our team pumped up, and it's open to the public. And we do 3 days a week, we do our loan officer trainings where we go through more of like conditions and actual technical loan topics. We also have our live Zoom support. So again, we're all remote based, but you can pop into Zoom, get face to face with one of our processing team members. They can take over your screen, click your buttons, and get you unstuck from whatever you're doing. We also have our knowledge center with thousands of articles from us and our partners. So all of our different lending partners have different guides, tips, tricks, matrices, all kinds of different resources. You can search all of those in the click of a button. And we have our AI Calvin compliance programmed with all the federal and state regulations, so you can get very quick compliance answers. And the last category here is just some of the things that don't fit in the other categories, but we absolutely love the first one for sure. DSCR, business purpose loans, we can do in 44 total states. Allows all of our team members to expand their footprint without necessarily having to get new licenses. We have all kinds of different ways leads come in. We make it a very simple 50-50 split. Kyle will show you all kinds of different places to get them. But if you take a company lead, just know it's a very simple 50-50 split. We want to make sure you guys can plug in to generate more leads at scale. So whether that's setting up your own lead campaigns by copying our company ones, or if you already have lead campaigns going, you can use our webhook to import those into our system and start using our system on those. You can also click a button anytime to refer a deal to your teammates for 75 basis points. So if you don't know about a loan type, maybe you don't have a license in that state, maybe it's your spouse's loan and you have a conflict of interest, just click that button and you can still earn while you learn about that loan and participate with your teammates. We also do our annual retreat here in Miami. Since we're all remote, we still want to meet everybody face to face at least once per year. We do the whole VIP retreat, yacht party here in Miami, and we'll pay for your hotel room for anybody on our team that's closing loans. And we have a recap video here if you guys fall off for any reason. But let's get into the compensation and zoom out a little bit here. All right. So everybody's obviously drawn to our top comp plan, the senior loan officer plan, which is great for those of you that are experienced. And again, we do broker and correspondent, very unique. Not a lot of companies offer both channels. So it does take a little bit of experience here to become a senior loan officer. Senior loan officers earn 225 basis points. That's on conventional, non-QM, all the stuff we're used to. That's 2.25%. Again, simple 50-50 split for company leads. So if you take any company leads and you're on the senior loan officer plan, 112.5 basis points. For any company leads on conventional non-QM, that's 1.125%. All of our senior loan officers obviously get everything that everybody does, but they're going to get, on top of that, the best leads, which are the referral leads from their teammates. So not only are these just a general lead off the website, these are a referral of a spouse or maybe a business associate where they don't have the state license from your teammates. Comes with a customer and a teammate to help you get that deal done. Those are the best leads. Obviously, our seniors will have access to all the different leads Kyle will show you as well at a 50-50 split. And our senior loan officers can earn bonuses, 25 basis points bonus for any volume over 2 million. So again, we want to build a platform for anybody that's really rocking and rolling. You can plug into the platform, and we want to get as much comp back as we can. And the team leader upgrade. For those of you who like to teach and may be interested in helping your teammates structure loans, you can earn up to 25 basis points helping your teammates structure and disclose those loans, which is a challenge when we have broker and correspondent. You have to put your two hats on at the same time. And again, because we do both types, does take some experience to be a senior loan officer. You have to have closed at least 6 loans in the last year, hopefully a little bit of both, have experience of both channels so that you can properly navigate both channels. Now, if you haven't closed that many loans lately, or maybe you're just getting your license or just getting back into the business, no problem. You can start as a loan officer, 150 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 1.5%. And on your first few deals, you take a company lead, that's 75 basis points. For conventional non-QM, that's 0.75%. Still gonna have access to all of our different outlets, non-delegated and brokered, access to your own custom lead generating website with everything built in that you're about to see here. Still have our AI access, who's gonna help you push that loan through, especially if you're new, give you all kinds of different tips and guides. Unlimited leads at a 50-50 split. Kyle will show you that here in a second. And you can always click that button to refer to your senior teammates if you don't know how to do that type of loan yet, or maybe need to refer that out while you're getting your state license in that state. Click that button, team up with a teammate, and earn some good commission there. We are licensed in 23 states for primary and second homes. That means we can do 21 additional states for business purpose DSCR, which is some of our favorite opportunities there. So this is the page where you can sign up. You can sign up for the applicable plan here. Just click the button, fill out the form. But let's pass it over to Kyle now, who will show you some of the back end once you sign up, what everything looks like. So you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And so I just want to show you real quick, quick demo of our backend here. This is our CRM, and just like any other CRM, you can, take your notes and send your emails, send your text, but you can also click a button here to have our AI assistant craft your emails and text for you, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can set reminders for yourself, put people on action plans, drip campaigns to automatically email them and text them over time, all that kind of cool stuff that most other CRMs do. But what really starts to set our system apart here is our quoting system. So with just a few pieces of info, just 6 pieces of info from a client, within 2 minutes, you can fill this out and click one button here to pull up all the pricing from our different investors and send your client a nice, pretty quote that looks like this here with the different rate choices you've selected for them. They can scroll over these things and see what they mean. It pulls in the Google map automatically. It pulls in the Zestimate automatically. The proposed loan info here does the automatic breakdown of the taxes and insurance here, the lender fees, and of course has you here as the loan originator, and you can attach a realtor to it. So your realtor partners really love this because they know when they send you a client, not only can you quote their client within minutes, but you're going to attach the realtor to the quote as well. So your realtor partners absolutely love this. So the coolest part about all this is that your client can then click Start My Loan Application, and that takes them right to their borrower portal. So this is what it looks like here when they pop into their borrower portal, where they can start their loan application right here. They fill out the whole 1003 right here in our system. They can upload their documents here. They can see their loan info. They see the milestone of where their loan is at, which of course automatically updates as you go through the loan milestone. So they can see everything here in their borrower portal. Now, let me show you what it looks like on your end once your client has submitted their application. So you'll see here, the green bar represents 100% complete. This means the client has seen the quote, submitted their application, and what we do is we pull credit instantly and automatically. We pay for it up front. We don't stop the client and make them pay for it. They move forward with the quote, they submit their application, we pull the credit, so that by the time you click our Encompass API here to pull this up, our system notifies you an application was submitted. By the time you pull this up here, the 1003 is already imported in here. The credit is already pulled and imported. The liabilities are already imported. So everything is here in our system ready for you to originate the loan already. Now, If we scroll down here, I just want to point out one thing, the dual Oz, as Nick was mentioning earlier, the dual automated underwriting where you can order Fannie and Freddie underwriting here at the same automated underwriting with the click of a button, but also our AI also analyzes it for you to tell you which one is going to be better for this situation. So that is our dual Oz there as well inside of the system. Now, as soon as you are originating your loan and it's in underwriting, if we scroll down here, notice the underwriting conditions are right here in this portal as well. So your processor and yourself can come in here. You can upload documents to fulfill the conditions, dispute the conditions, all kinds of stuff right here in the system. So you see, you're doing the entire loan here in the system from start to finish so that there's one login for you and there's one login for your client. That's how we can take somebody from being just a name, email, phone number to communicating with them in the CRM, quoting them in the CRM, taking their application, pulling their credit, originating the loan, fulfilling the conditions, everything start to finish here in one system. Now let's talk about where these leads come from in the first place. So the first and foremost way we're going to be providing you with leads is through our ad campaigns. So we have our ad campaigns running, and as soon as somebody clicks on one of our ads, they opt in to be contacted and you're sent a text message right that second. So this is just a snapshot here of my test account and the text messages I was getting over the course of a couple hours here, just like you would get, where you can click the link to get the lead. These are a couple purchase leads, some DSCR leads coming in here. And so all different types of leads coming in there. So those are people who double opted in to be contacted. So you click the link, you call them right away. And those are the hot, fresh leads coming in live. Now, another way that we provide you leads is in our auto dialer. So just like any other auto dialer, our dialer can call 300-400 people in a day. You can press one button to drop a automated text and email to them and move right on to the next call, right? So you can call hundreds of people in a day, dropping the auto text and emails when they don't answer. And we provide the leads in here for you. So there's always leads in here for you to call, right? Not only a bunch of opted in leads, but even if you were to run out of the actual opted in leads, we have cold call lists in here. We have realtor lists in here. So there's always thousands of leads for you to call here in the auto dialer. So you can call hundreds of people in a day, and we provide those leads to you as well. Now, another way to work leads in our system is that you can actually purchase your own ad campaign. So the same leads that we're giving you at a 50-50 split, right? We're giving you at no upfront cost. You could purchase them upfront and not have a 50-50 split, right? So what you can do is say, hey, I want you to put my budget on a campaign, and that way those leads go directly to you and there is no lead split on the back end, right? So we can copy our campaign, put your budget on it, route those leads to you. And since you paid for the lead up front in that case, there is no lead split on the back end, right? So we're going to provide you with leads all day, right, at the 50-50 split. But if you want to boost your pipeline even more and you want to boost your pipeline with leads where you don't pay the 50-50 split on the back end, you can run your own ad campaigns as well. Now, another way to work leads here in our system is that you can import leads from anywhere else that you may purchase them. So you may already be having success with leads from Zillow or LendingTree or Free Rate Update or wherever it may be that you're already purchasing leads from, right? That's great. You can use our webhook here that we provide you to bring them into our system in real time, instantly and automatically, right? So that way, when a lead comes in from, let's say, Free Rate Update, you're buying leads from there already, you use this link. Now, when a lead comes in from Free Rate Update, it instantly goes into your CRM. Our CRM notifies you. That way you can call them and quote them and do everything in the CRM just like any other lead coming in. So whether they're leads that we provide you or whether they're leads that you do a campaign for, or whether they're leads you're purchasing from somewhere else, no matter what it is, whatever way possible there is to work leads, we have that built here into our system for you. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jose here. And so Jose is our sales manager, has been a loan officer and a realtor for 28 years. So we'll have him talk a little bit about how this kind of all actually comes together to close loans. and then we will go ahead and open it up to questions. So go ahead, Jose.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. So amazing tech, the LEADS program, which is something unprecedented in the industry. You don't really see too many companies having built into their operating plan, the LEADS plan the way that we have it, right? Everyone gets the opportunity to work the leads. So there's going to be definitely a lot of business coming at you in the beginning as you're learning everything, and we want to make sure that you get all the support that you need to be able to connect all the dots and convert those leads into loans and into closings. So you do have your team leader, which once you're cleared to originate, you will be assigned to a team leader. As those loan applications come in, which they will come in, you get an email, your team leader gets an email, management gets an email that you have a new loan application. That's when the support begins, right? There's going to be replies to those emails with some initial guidance to get you going. And then within 24 hours, at most, you're going to be meeting with your team leader for structure support on that loan. There's a good probability that's going to be one of our outside the box solutions, like our DSCR loans and bank statement loans, and the other 5,000 configurations that we have for non-QM loans. So you definitely want to have the support from your team leader and from management and our Zoom room and our processors to help guide you through those initial loans. So team leader, you meet with them, they review the file, you go to put it together, then you come back. If it's a triggered file with an address, you come back within no more than 3 days, preferably 2 days, or maybe 1 day, to have that already complete file ready to review for disclosures. When it's a non-delegated file where we are the lender, we disclose those files in-house. At the end of the meeting, should everything be okay, green light, file gets disclosed, you get the email right there to sign your part of the disclosures, borrower signs theirs, and then the file goes to our intake processor, where it is registered at the portal that you chose. And then if all of your docs are ready for the submission, the minimal docs that we require for the submission, the file is submitted to underwriting right then and there, right? Get the ball rolling. And it is also assigned to a processor. And once the conditional loan approval is received, then your processor will update the file with the conditions, and you will work together with your processor to clear conditions and get the file ready for a closing department to issue docs and basically notch it down as another happy closing. So with that being said, the other route, the other channel, because we do let you operate in 2 channels, right? The non-delegated channel where we are the lender, and the wholesale channel where we are brokers. On the broker channel, you still need to meet with your team leader. They'll still give you structure support on the file, but then you have to go get that file disclosed by the lender. You can self-process if you want to save your borrower some money, or you can choose to use a third-party processor, of which we have agreements already in place, so that you can use a third-party processor to assist you in whatever support level they offer for the processing fee that they charge. So they can disclose a file for you and all that kind of stuff, or you can do that depending on what you choose to do. That is the wholesale channel where we are brokers. And remember, in the non-del channel, we have internal processing. It's only $495 per file. It's included with the cost, with the closing cost. We are lenders on those deals. So you do get that extra support from intake, the extra support from processing on the non-delegated loans. We also have the Zoom room where you can come in for structure support. I'm in the Zoom room, giving live support from 2 to 6, Monday through Friday, as additional support above and beyond what is provided by the team leaders. And as an example of the kind of support that we can give and how it ends up in closed loans, we have an example of one of our MLOs. She wasn't new to the business, but she was new to non-QM. She picked up a lead from her own paid for leads plan that she obtained through the mortgage calculator. And it was an investor. And this investor had been denied, his loan application had been denied through another lender, not through the mortgage calculator, for a full doc loan. So we met in our structure meetings. The MLO did a great job, brought guidelines, bank statements, tax returns, all the stuff we would need to review. She thought we were going to go bank statement instead of full doc, but after reviewing what we had, and there were large deposits that the borrower stated he would not be able to document as income, we decided profit and loss was the way to go. Borrower confirmed he had an accountant that could supply the needed docs. So in 3 weeks and 2 days and several additional structure meetings, we were able to assist the loan officer close that loan, and even assisted her with an appraisal transfer, which was another requirement from this borrower to be able to close that loan. So very tough deal. Her first loan with the company was a P&L loan with an appraisal transfer, and we closed it a little bit over 3 weeks. And it was a nice loan amount, $1,056,000, and it closed at an 85% loan to value. Really sweet deal. She got her full comp. It was win-win-win for everybody. And like that, we have many scenarios like that where they'll meet with their team leader thinking one route, and after a successful structure meeting, everything is nicely buttoned up. And the MLO basically goes to obtain the needed docs. If it's a non-QM loan, there's a checklist there. You got already what you need. Agency loan, you have a good idea of what you need too. That's automated underwriting on top of that. So, many opportunities here at the mortgage calculator to assist you with all of your loan types, not having you spin your wheels, and definitely getting you closing those loans within 30 days. So looking forward to helping assist all of you structure all your deals once you're on board.
All right, thank you, sir. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. And we will go over the next steps. So we'll put the link in the chat there. Go to the mortgagecalculator.com/join when you're ready to move forward. And you're going to sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. Now, again, the senior loan officer plan is for those who have closed at least 6 loans in the past 12 months. So we'll look up your production and make sure you've closed at least 6 loans in the past 12 months, meaning you're an active loan officer, right? So if that's the case, you can feel free to join as a senior loan officer. If not, again, maybe you're new or maybe you're getting back into the business, whatever the case may be, you would just come on board as a loan officer and then upgrade to a senior once you have that production to show. So go ahead and sign up for the plan that's applicable to you. Now it's going to take you right to sign the initial compensation agreement. You don't need to sign it right then. It's going to email you a copy as well, so take your time to review it. But once you do sign that initial agreement, that's going to kick off all of the next steps. That's when we're going to reach out to get the information from you to actually hire you and sponsor your license and all that kind of stuff. So the mortgagecalculator.com/join, go ahead and apply for the plan that's applicable to you. Once you sign that initial compensation agreement, we will reach out with all of the next onboarding steps. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and we'll stop recording and we will open it up to questions.